Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist, and I figured out the problem, but I don't know why it did that. So hopefully I have volume now. We're working on part 4, the Fairy Fae Mushroom House, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully my people will show up again when they see the live. So let's see if this is a problem now. All right. Going to turn that around. And this is part 4 of the Fairy Faux Mushroom. And we are working on the roof, which is this. It's going to be a red mushroom with little white specks in it, which is very popular. I can't remember the name of it. If anybody in chat can remember it, let me know. Okay, can you hear me now? Hey, out Dappy, can you hear me talking? Could you please type in chat that you can hear me? Good to see you too. Can you hear me? Can you please type that you can hear me? I had a volume problem before, so hopefully Launch and Willhat will come back. Oh, good. It was something, I thought it was YouTube, and they said it's something within the system. And I went into my main system out of this part of the phone, and sure enough, the volume was off. And I don't know how that happened. I didn't do that. That is really weird. Good. Thank God you can hear me. Okay, this is part 4 of the mushroom. I don't even know if the other 2 videos are savable. But this is a little fairy house, and it has doors and all that. Yay! And it has grass, and I put a rock out here in front of it because that'll be what they step on to go in the house. Oh, really? The same thing? Oh, my goodness. I know there was a big thing on YouTube where things weren't showing up, like thumbs up and all that, or that anyone was in the room. It's crazy. I'm telling you. You're subscribed to my channel, aren't you? Because only subscribers can get in my room. Thank you so much for telling me about that. Out the pit. I love your name. It's so cute. It is so cute. I swear it is. So I'm having Kato clay problems. So my mushroom, I don't know. I may have to use alcohol on the top of it to get it to thin out in here. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. So we're going to put some more Kato clay on here, darling. This coming up week later, because I do metalwork and stuff, and I do jewelry. But I just did the fairy house for something fun. I thought everybody might enjoy it, you know? So that's why I'm doing this. It's just a fun project. Thank you. So we're going to put a little more. I got to have a few little more pieces of this red clay. This is the worst clay I ever worked with. I'm going to be honest. Anyone that comes in here, I am not lying. Whatever you do, stick with Primo. This was some clay I bought a while back, and it's Kato, and it's from Germany, believe it or not. It's one of the top brands of clay, I thought. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but it really is a nightmare tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully launch and then we'll come back in. I didn't have any sound and I went out to try to fix the sound. So I don't know. We're going to get a little more of this wonderful red clay that I don't like and cut it off so I can finish the mushroom head here. And I'm gonna actually, I've got some 99 or 98 alcohol over here. This is the hardest clay I ever had to cut. And I'm going to use it to smooth it out because alcohol will make polymer clay. Supposedly it'll smooth out for me. I hope it does. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It means so much. Hopefully Launch and Willhat will come back. I'm going to make some noise, so if you got a headset on, make sure you turn it down. I'm running the pasta machine now. This clay is terrible. I am telling you, look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm going to squish it up in my hand, try to warm it up. That's so cute. Yeah, like that mushroom. Exactly. You got it. The picture of the mushroom that's so famous, that's actually a very poisonous mushroom in the forest. You should never eat them, folks. So I'm rolling this clay up in my hand, trying to warm it up so I can put the few pieces on here I need. The underneath of this, we're going to actually fill it with white Sculpey clay with this to sit on the top. So, and I've got enough clay for that. I got a big old block of it. Yep, that is exactly the mushroom. You got it. Yes, it is. It really is. You can Google it. The red and white mushroom. It's poisonous. It's so beautiful, and everybody loves it. And that's what I used to say when I had saltwater tanks, because I worked for a place called Animal Jungle years ago, and I worked in the saltwater tanks and the reptiles. And all the beautiful fish, even freshwater ones, if they were really gorgeous, the saltwater ones, they were poisonous. So isn't that something? The more lovely, the more scary. Okay, I'm going to make noise again with the pasta machine. There we go. And I'm going to cut this to fill in these few gaps here. And I'm also going to take some iprofil. This one's 91% alcohol. Hopefully it'll work. I got cheap equate, but I don't use rubbing alcohol very often. So that's why. Okay, now let me see. I got all kinds of stuff stacked over here. I'm so happy you're here and I'm not alone. And I can't believe my sound. My sound shut off inside my system. But there's been other problems. You're not a fan of mushrooms? Actually, I love them. The portobellas are not my favorite, but I like lion's head, and all the Japanese ones are so delicious in stir fries. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you supporting me during this live. Yeah, it was something. I don't know. How does something turn itself down without you touching it? That's what I want to know. Hey, Launch, welcome back. I got sound now. And out the pit is here too. He's so sweet, calling me ma'am and all that. I feel so honored. He must be from the South like me. Okay, so we're pressing this around the edge. I'm going to get a little piece to go in that crack up here, and then I'm going to use rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to try to smooth all these edges out so that it'll be smooth. Wow, I cannot believe how tough this clay is. Unbelievably tough. I mean, I've had clays be tough before, but this is extremely tough. Okay, so I'm going to try put these on like strips. Let me pull this up here. Sorry, guys. So you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, you're right about that. And they did some other stuff that's weird. And I screenshotted the complaints that were sent in. And they were saying they were doing everything they knew to try to fix what was going on. So apparently they're still having problems. Now I got 3 parts of lives that I've got to, I put the one public, so I don't care. I'll try to hook them all together in one of my programs for the video. Okay, so now I'm going to try the rubbing alcohol bit. You guys pray for me that this works. Oh my Lord. Oh, it's brand new. I didn't even know it was brand new. I'm just trying to open it and use it. Oh no, I must have poked a hole in it. Okay. All right. I'm going to use this to put some alcohol on it to wipe over the mushroom. Yeah, you know what? I lived in Panama City, Florida, until I moved here. I was in Panama. I had to move due to my health, and I'm a licensed scuba diver, the pit, and I couldn't go scuba diving because of the heat. Just made me sad, you know, because it's so beautiful down there. Okay, here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to smooth this out I'm putting the alcohol on it. I'm going to try to smooth this out. I don't know how well it's going to do, but we're going to try. We are going to try. I was always told that alcohol would smooth it, so I pray to God it does. It may or may not. Looks like it's making it white. Wow. Let me see if I can roll my ball thing over this and see if that'll help. It'll definitely be an all-natural mushroom, won't it? I'm having to press up here so I can do this. I might be able to get it to do it this way. I've got my fingers under here. It's not much for me to work under here. This is aluminum foil. Yeah, it was beautiful down there. They had beautiful green coast water, and I could not go scuba diving. It just made me sick. I've been a licensed scuba diver since I was 27. I love the ocean. I love it. Thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Launch. Will Hat, if he shows back up, because he really was trying to be here, too. This is not romper room. This actually is sculpting, but this is the worst clay I've ever used, but it's the only red clay I had. I think that's starting to work there. Yep. Just a little. I think it's starting to work. That's what all these ball tools are for. I just didn't know I was going to have to work myself to death to smooth out a piece of clay on top of a piece of tinfoil. Wow. So I'm working this, guys, so it will smooth out a little, so it will look a little more natural. But it is actually after a poison mushroom, but it's beautiful, and that's why I think it's poisonous, because it's too beautiful. All the plain ones we can eat. Wow. Trying to get these sides first, and then I'm going to get the top, because I've got to really hold my hand under that top to do it. You know, that's an idea, but I'm afraid it won't come off. I'm afraid it'll stick to it and not come off. It was sticking to everything. And it'll just be pulled up in shreds if I pull it off. I'm scared to death to pull it off. Because it's not one solid piece. I had to put it on here in pieces. I wanted a solid piece, but it didn't happen. So maybe if I can just smooth it out just enough for this, it'll be all right, hopefully. You guys are so awesome. You're awesome, awesome. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for being here. I really mean it. And you know, my thing says it only has one thumbs up, and I know you both thumbs up my live. I gotta take a break a second, guys. It's hurting my back. Sorry. Well, that's true. One solid piece, right? And put it back on. But this clay is awful, Launch. You saw how it was doing. Do you? I'm telling you. It's something with the tube. And it only happens to us when we're creating. That's what's so weird. Like if you're down in the audience, you can see everything. But if you're the actual creator, it's not showing the count correctly to me. That just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm so irritated at this red clay. I swear I am so irritated at it. I know you're supposed to make everything with love, food, projects, and all that, but this clay has really got me. I'm getting it though, guys, because that alcohol really did help to make it more agreeable for what I'm doing. See there, when I pull across there, it's actually smoothing. It's from that alcohol. Yay! At least something's working. I don't want to say it too loud. It might stop working. See, it did smooth that out pretty good. And it's okay because mushrooms aren't perfect. They have imperfections. I'm working on it, guys. We are balling out the mushroom with the metal ball tool. I want to make sure I say that correctly. I don't want to get in trouble from the YouTube police. Okay. See there? Look. It is smoothing out. It really is. It actually is looking pretty decent now. If I can get it all the way around, I'll be lucky. Wow. This is crazy. But it's okay. It's fun. I got you guys here to support me. I really appreciate it. I may have to put a little more alcohol on there on that top piece right there. That's kind of trying to crack. This clay is not that old, so that's really amazing that it's given me all these problems. And use the dry side because you don't want to dry out your clay. You want to just affect it enough so it'll do what you want. This isn't too bad, guys. It's getting there. I thought everybody would like this because it's so cool. It's almost juvenile colors. But I'm going to actually do some painting too on it because I've got trees to put up too, guys. Look, let me show you real quick if I can find them. Where did I put them? Where is my sticks? These are my sticks, guys. They're going to be trees. Isn't that so cool? You guys are awesome. I love you both. Thank you for being here. I guess I lost Andrew or Will Hat because it went out the last time. And it's processing those two bad videos. I think I can save the one and add it on to this. Okay, that's as good as it gets, guys. Now I got to make the little white dots to go on the top. And I'm trying to round it up a little more. Why is these pieces like this? It shouldn't be like this. I'm holding my fingers under this 10 aluminum foil and pushing up as I'm doing this and pressing down with the tool. That seems to be working. Whoops, I'm losing my trees. Hey, Will Hat. Run it through the machine again. I can't. There's aluminum foil in this. Or I would. I would. I definitely would. The ball's kind of fixing it. So, and it's okay if it looks a little bit like this because a mushroom's nothing but fungus anyway. Okay, so I need to press here like this. It's sticky from that rubbing alcohol. It's not too bad. And I got to put all these little white dots on the top, guys. That should be fun. Guys, don't forget to thumb up the live. Okay, let's see here. I just got to take a couple minute break, you guys, so I can get my back into position. I mean, I started this at 7:30, and look, it between the mushroom and the mishap of no sound. I can't run it through the machine now. We'll have because it's got tin foil. I mean aluminum foil. Well, I start at 7:30. Anybody know what time it is? Because I don't have a watch or anything and I can't look at my time. Didn't I, Will, had I started at 7:30. I sent out all the notices and not everybody got notified too. So see, people didn't get their notices and that's what YouTube's been doing. And I've got screenshots of them saying they were having trouble. I guess some people sent in some complaints. I'm going to complain too after I get off this. I've been doing this at least an hour, and I did everything else before everybody came in. I put the doors and windows on. So mainly the mushroom and getting that red clay. This is the worst clay I ever seen. Don't buy any red Kato clay. I don't know if it's all like that or just this one pack. Don't buy red Kato. And I'm not sponsored by them either. Okay, so here comes the magic part. This has got to be filled. Okay, but guys, I made this underneath it like that, this little flat piece, so that I could put it on top like that. See? Let me hold it up like that. So I could put it on top like that. The mushroom top. I think it's going to be really cute. We got like almost all primary colors here for the faux fantasy. Is it? So 7:30, 8:30 is an hour. 9:30 will be 2 hours. And it's only because we had problems with the stupid sound and everything. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I'm going to use on this piece here, I'm going to put some clay on this as white because we're going to do a white gray underneath the cap. Hey, Liz, in the 22, thank you for coming in. Don't forget to thumb up the lives, guy. It's really fun. We're having a lot of fun. We had some technical issues. Not only did I have problems with the clay, but I had problems with the sound. Thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate that. You're so awesome. I don't know who's talking to who, if you're talking to me or you're talking to out the pit. But I hope everybody subscribes to me and likes my channel because it's going to be a lot of fun. This coming up into the next week, I'm going to be doing some metal work, what I actually do, jewelry and metalsmithing and torching and painting and all that good stuff. But this was just a fun project. I made the grass out of this other clay, this real expensive clay that I don't normally use. So I made the grass out of that, and it's actually on 2 pieces of balsa wood, the bottom. Let me turn that up a little. Okay, guys, so we're getting ready I'm going to clay this. I wish I had done some more of this white clay. You guys, if you have headsets in, please get ready. I'll tell you when I hit the pasta machine so you don't get blown away from the noise. I'm going to do quite a bit of this. This isn't as hard, but I swear it's like all of a sudden my room, I guess, got cold and I turned off the overhead fan. Maybe that was making it cold too. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for being here and supporting me. Okay, so I'm going to turn you over to the pasta machine so you guys can see what I'm doing. And please remember, turn your headphones down or your speakers or your earbuds because it does make noise. Get ready, the noise is coming. Yes, thank you so much, Out the Pit. Thank you. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I promise you there's some real good crafting and jewelry and art coming out. It's not a lie. I am a good artist. I'm just having fun with the little fairy house, and looks like we got primary colors for the adults, red and blue, yellow and green. And we're going to use some white to fill the mushroom in. Thank you so much. You're so sweet, Out the Pit. You are so sweet. All right. So what I'm doing is getting this clay ready to go through the pasta machine. The reason I use a pasta machine, it's so hard and it takes too long to hand roll it. Okay, so I'm going to do several pieces like this because I've got to wrap this. This is like the inside of the mushroom to sit on top of that cap. Okay, here we go, guys. Turn down your headsets. Noise coming from the pasta machine. You should be able to see me doing it. There we go. And we're going to do it again. Just like that. Ready for the noise. Cut down your headphones. Whoops, sorry if I hit the phone. I didn't mean to while I was filming. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to do several pieces like this. This is Sculpey, Sculpey, Super Sculpey. That's what this is, this white. And we're going to put the white on this, like this. Because it's going to go inside the mushroom. And it's kind of got a match. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. And this won't show because it's going to be on the top. This little piece of yellow that got in it is not going to show. Okay, so I've got to do a couple more pieces of white to cover that in the pasta machine. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Out the Pit, for asking everybody to like the live. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps. I'm telling you, I've got some really awesome stuff coming up. Do not judge me by my little clay fairy house, because I am a very excellent wire wrapper, and I do a lot of metal smithing, which means I use a torch and a hammer. So there'll be some really awesome stuff coming up later this week. This was just a fun project. This is part 4. I was going to put a part 6. I'm going to try to make it 5 parts because there's just so much I can do. So we're going to roll this out like this. Trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm going to roll this out, and then we're going to put it through the pasta machine and put it on top of this piece here, which is going under the mushroom, and then it's going to sit up on the top of the fairy house. There we go. Can everybody see okay? Don't forget to thumb up and like. Please comment, have fun. That's what this is all about, having fun and just enjoying some creative out of the box, as I call it, or drawing out of the lines or coloring out of the lines. So it's just a fun little project. All right, now I'm going to run the pasta machine again. I need to flatten this piece out so it will go over there. And we're going to go here. Whoops. Let me make sure you guys can see the pasta machine. Make sure you turn your headsets down, okay? Please, I don't want anybody to get eardrums breaking. So please make sure you thumb up the live while you're in here. Please make sure you support my channel. I promise you, I do a lot of awesome stuff and a lot of fun stuff. And I create and I also teach other people how to do what I do when I do my jewelry. That is the point behind my channel, is for teaching. Okay, so I got a big enough piece this time. I think I'm okay to get this covered. Just going to be smushing it on there. And I'm actually, for where the top seals up here, I am going to, because I'm afraid it will come off, I'm going to use E6000 to do this little bump in there so it holds. I don't normally use that, but I'm going to use a heat gun to do this fairy house with. Oh my goodness, Wilhat, that is hot. Oh my Lord. Wilhat said his place is going to be 100 degrees today. Ours was 61, but it goes in the 30s out here for some reason. I guess because we're in the mountains. Okay, so we're using some E6000. Look, if you were going to bake this, I wouldn't advise it, but I'm using a heat gun. And I'm going to take the chance that it's going to be all right using the heat gun to do this. Whoa. I don't like this stuff anyway. It's smelly, guys. It really is smelly, but it really holds. Like when you do it, it's there. It's not leaving. All right, so we got that on. Now I'm going to put that on the top of the cap because the mushroom is going to go over that. But I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to fill the bottom of the mushroom in so we can put the veins and all that on it. And I'm going to take the cap off of here to do this. And we're just going to press it down just like this. And I'm going to hold it for just a couple minutes. So to make sure it seals. Launch, you are so crazy. Oh my goodness. I love you, Launch. Launch is not blind, everybody. I personally know him. He is not blind. Don't let him fool you. He's not blind at all. Okay, so we got that piece. Whoa, yeah. Yippee, yippee, yi-yi-yo. At least that part's a success. I don't want to get too happy. Okay, now we got to take two more, well, all this white. I got to use all this white because I got to fill this whole bottom in. I think I'm going to need more white than that. All that stuff smells awful. You could get high off that E6000. If you use it, be careful. You might want to wear a mask using E6000. And I'm only using it to hold this, nothing else, on top of that cap, because this, when it's made, and it has windows in it too, guys. It has little windows on each side. You'll be able to like put your little trinkets in it, keep it on your dresser or something. It's really cute. It's not an outdoors one, but it's really cute and you can use it in the house. And this mushroom is a poisonous white red mushroom. I'm going to be making some little teeny white dots that have to go all over it. But I'm trying to get ready to fill the center of this thing, and you see how deep that is. So we've got to fill it with clay. That's so much fun. Yay! So much fun. And I don't plan on running this through the machine because I'm going to try to mash it and put it in there. I may run it, though I may run it through the machine. I don't know. That might be a good idea. Okay, guys, get ready for the noise. I'm warning you right now. Turn down your headset. La pasta machine is going to be kicking. Here we go. Turn your headphones down. See there? Comes out like that. And then we're actually going to take it and put it in there like that. And just press it down inside the mushroom. Whoops. Trying to make sure everybody can see that. Just pressing it down inside the mushroom. And then I will be drawing lines on this, I hope, make it look more natural. Got to get another piece. Where is my cutter? I've lost my cutter. Oh my Lord, where is my cutter? My little cutter. I've got so much stuff laying up here where I was doing stuff. Here we go. This one will work. Doesn't matter which cutter I use, just so I cut it. And see, I got to be careful because I pushed that down, right? I want to make sure that's okay. Now we're going to do a few more pieces. Thank God I've got plenty of white clay. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you so much for being a part of the Fairy Fae mushroom design and creation. It's so great to have everyone. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. I'm a jewelry, a canvas artist, and I also do mixed media, which means I work in metal and flame and all that. Thank you so much. You are so sweet, Liz. I really appreciate that. We are getting it now. We are getting this. We're a bunch of kids tonight, okay? That's what we're here to do. Have fun and just create and let the imagination go wild. And this is a fairy red mushroom. And of course, it's poisonous, but I don't think that, I think the fairies are immune to it. All the fairies and the fays are immune to poison mushrooms, so they'll be safe with this being a part of their house. Okay. Just trying to get this soft enough to roll it out and get it in the pasta machine. We got to have at least, well, a lot more than what we're seeing in that mushroom right now. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera and everything. Sorry, guys, I'm so sorry. I should just say, hang on, we're moving. Thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for thumbing up my live. Thank you for being supportive. I try to be nice to everyone, Liz, because who doesn't deserve to be nice to? I mean, come on. Everyone deserves to have someone be nice to them. Yeah. Okay, I'm pressing this down so I can put it in the pasta machine. The stuff is almost like Play-Doh. Yeah, I think we're doing it. I think we are doing it. Will Hat. So I'm trying to get you guys up so you can see the pasta machine when I do this. Make sure you turn your headsets down, okay? I don't want anybody to get broken eardrum. Here we go. Noise coming. Pasta machine. Isn't that cool? This is freaking amazing what this does. Yeah, and it would take you hours to sit and roll it out by hand. Okay, so we're going to put that there like that. And that one like that. I'm going to just fold it over here. Because we got to have white on the edge underneath too. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. There we go. I'm going to have a few more pieces because this all got to be covered up here. Thank you so much, out the pit. You are so cool too. Thank you for the wonderful compliment. Yeah, it's just something fun for everybody and lighthearted. No, hardcore. We got to make this jump ring connect to that one. This is just a fun night of making a fantasy fairy house, mushroom house. I thought about sculpting some little fairies, but I said, nah, let's just get the mushroom house done. We'll go from there. Because I could do it. It's just, I've already got it where I can put trees in and stuff. We're going to actually have trees. Okay, so I'm rolling this out again. Thank God I got plenty of this white clay. I probably got 2 more boxes of this stuff. Why I bought it, I don't know. And I got all this blue left. I don't know what I'm going to do with the blue. Maybe I'll make some flowers out of it for making the fairy house. And they're called, the stones I made, I called them living sea rock. Because I used to be a diver, and there's actually living rock in the ocean. So I said the fairies flew out to the ocean, and they hand-picked all these stones, and then we got to put it up. Okay, so now I'm going to get this flat, and we're going to do another pasta roll, guys. Trying to get my arm to hold up here. I don't know what's up with my arm. There we go. I think that's a little better. There we go. Okay, we're going to make some noise. We're going to the pasta machine again. Y'all see all those wires, don't you? Lord, I'm Wire City here because I got Dremels hooked up, heat guns, my lamp over here for my UV resin stuff. Okay, here we go. Noise coming. Turn your headphones down, everybody, or your earbuds. All right, now we got another piece. Yay! We're getting there. Oh, my Lord, we're getting there. Okay, so I want it to kind of fit both these sides if it's possible. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you guys can see too. Oh. Okay. I'm going to use my little ball tool here. That'll help. This clay is much softer than the red clay was. So I should be able to manipulate it pretty good. There we go. Not too bad. It's a little bit of work because, well, trying to make it fit and do like it should. Trying to get that little hole right there. You might not be able to see it on the camera. But there's like a little hole here in the white clay. There we go. There we go. And we're going to work this, smooth it down. I've got to put some more white clay up there, guys, to cover all this foil. You guys are awesome. I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you so much for all the sweet compliments and all your niceness. I really appreciate it. I try to treat people good too. Okay. We're getting it. We're working on it. Sorry you guys can't see. I need to have my hands down lower. Why is it blurring up and focusing on my ugly old hand? Should be focusing on the mushroom. Okay, so I've got to add a few more pieces of white, and then we should be ready to get the white balls on top of this. If out of the pit, we'll do a picture of the mushroom on the screen again. That is exactly the mushroom that we are making, that you put up on the screen before when I guess you typed mushroom and it came up. If you'll do that again, it'd be great. There you go. Yeah, that's the mushroom, everybody. Out of the pit has now made the mushroom for you to see what it's supposed to look like. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I really mean that. You're absolutely amazing. You and everybody in here is amazing. All my people are amazing. Okay, so we're opening this. Hopefully it's not making too much noise in your ears. It's plastic. And then we're going to cut another chunk off of here that I got to have. You guys, I will show it one day. I actually sculpted a dragon out of air dry clay, and it really came out well, and I stabbed myself, by the way. I did it on TikTok, I never put the video up. I actually stabbed myself with the X-Acto knife because I am right-handed, and I was using my left hand with the X-Acto knife, and I slipped, and when I slipped, it went right down in the middle center of my hand. It's crazy. I almost had to have stitches. So that's taking craft a little too far, isn't it? It's because I was doing the dragon wings, and I was scraping with an X-Acto knife to scrape out his veins on his wings, and I slipped doing it. I'm wrapping this back up. I'm hoping that's going to be enough clay for this part. Sorry. And I tell you what, it hurt. That was one painful lesson. Not to work. If you're not left-handed, don't use your left hand to do something. This stuff is crumbly, guys. I've got to squish it up in order to get it where I can use it in the machine. Wow. You guys are awesome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't thumbed me up, please thumb me up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I promise you, there is amazing stuff coming. Plus, I'm going to be doing another collaboration with Mental Raccoon Glass, because I've got his beads here that I am wire wrapping. And I'll tell you, they came out beautiful, the two I did the other night in our collab. You're so sweet, Out the Pit. I love it. Yes, ma'am. That's so sweet. That is so sweet of you. I'm trying to flatten this out, guys, so I can put it through the pasta machine. We're in the middle of filling that mushroom with this white. I'm hoping that I can do the veins like a mushroom has once I get enough white in there. I mean, nobody will be able to see it, but the person taking the cap off to use it will be able to see it, which will be so cool because it'll be so much more authentic. Authentic. Did I say that right? All right, guys. We're getting ready to use the pasta machine again. Make sure you turn your headset down, okay? Come on now, stay up here. Sorry. This thing is just doing its thing on me, this camera and arm. I need a new camera arm. Okay, here we go. Noise coming. Headphones down, please. There we go. These, I'm just doing them as I see so that I can layer this mushroom on the inside. And then I will smooth it out with the ball thingy. Whoops, I'm trying to get that piece in there like that. Trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. It's going to be so cool, guys. Really, it's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to smush that down there. I'm going to get a few more pieces in here, and then I'm going to start smoothing it out again. Sorry about that. My hand was right in the way. I apologize. So we're smoothing out the giant mushroom that's going on the top of the fairy faux mushroom house. Okay, I'm getting ready to do this again through the pasta. Guys, turn down your headsets. Now, I'll tell you what happened this time. I'll show you guys. Because I didn't smush the clay together, look what it did going through the pasta machine. So you need to squish this before you do it and soften it up and then put it through your machine, if anybody knows or doesn't know that. Hey, Mental Glass, thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate you being here. I was just telling everybody how we're going to be doing some more collabs together. And then I'll be doing some more jewelry and some metal work. So we're just filling the inside of this mushroom top, which I'm going to tell you, making it out of that other clay was really, it was something. I don't know why I'm brushing those off. There's supposed to be little white spots all over the top of the mushroom. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Everybody, don't forget to thumb up the live and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We had technical trouble earlier. When Launch and Will Hat were only in here, the sound went out, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I had to start over, and this is like the third time I started over on this live tonight since 7:30. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Did you post mine too? I'll be jealous. My heart will be broke. Okay, let me get this ball thing in here, and we're going to try to get this clay kind of flattened out. Pushing it that way. Because we got to get it smoothed out in here, and then we're going to put this other piece in the center. Let me tell you, that thing is dried down too. E6000. I think you could glue the whirl on it and it would stay. I hardly ever use it, so I have a ton of it left. Okay, we're just trying to get this all filled in, the mushroom. Then I'm going to take some alcohol, even in the mushroom, with my hands and fingers and a cloth, so that I can smooth it all out, and then I can make the mushroom lines. Just trying to get that to go up the sides of the wall of this. Can you guys see okay? Sorry. Wow. Gotta pull this down some because it's really thick right here. And I can't have that. Can have thick walls, but not a thick middle. Yeah. It's like trying to, I don't know what you call it, but it's really hard moving it. Whoops, sorry, my hands are in the way. I'm so sorry. That's so nice of you. Hey, Minnow. I know, he's such a cool person, and he is an amazing artist, folks. Don't forget that. He hand makes those glass beads. They are collector's items, I'm telling you. They're beautiful. I know, because I wire wrap 2 of them, and they're gorgeous. Trying to get this edge up here from the red. Okay, I want to press. Now I'm going to get some alcohol because I'm going to let it ride at this heaven. Well, I've got one more piece of white I need to put in here. I'm going to run this machine. Turn your headsets down. Almost done. Lots of noise. Okay, sorry for all the noise. That's why I said turn your headsets down. Okay. Wow. Like I said, this was just a fun project for anyone and everyone. Just some creative ideas outside of the box. So I'm squishing this up. Looks almost like crumbles. Wow. Then we got to make the little white spots on the top of the cap. Whoops. Just trying to make sure you guys could see what I was doing. I didn't know if you were going to be here tonight, Menno. Because someone, Will Hat said you were live when I was live. And it's taken like 3 tries to get this to work tonight with the sound and stuff. So thank goodness the sound came back. We're just going to press that down there, just like that. The reason I wanted enough clay is so it would hold this. You know, hold it solid. It's almost like working with plaster, but it's clay. So we are working on the Fairy Mushroom House. And this mushroom house is from Avalon. Everybody know what Avalon is? Sorry, it's hard to keep my hands out of the way and do this. Tell me, can everybody hear me okay? Since we had that problem before, I want to make sure everyone can hear me. There we go. Just pressing that on and down and around. Now we're going to use the ball again. Pull that down. I never knew it would be so hard to make a mushroom this big. Because this thing is giant for the top of this. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of alcohol. Sorry for that, I dropped my tool on the table. Oops. I'm just going to wet it with the alcohol. There we go. I'm going to take the ball. That'll make it a lot easier. See how it's smoothing it out? That's from using the alcohol. Yep, that's all from putting that alcohol on there. Everybody see how smooth that is now? Just from using that alcohol. Hey, Out the Pit, can you hear me okay? Somebody answer me that they can hear my voice okay while I'm talking about all this, the fairy mushroom thing, house. Hey, thank you, Wilhad. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying something. So I asked 2 or 3 times, but nobody responded, so. Okay. I gotta do this side here to get this little crack out of here. Yep, I'm gonna have to put some more alcohol on it. Just rubbing it with the cloth and the alcohol. See there, that really works. That's so amazing, huh? Trying to move some of this clay up here, but I don't know if I can get it all the way up there. I may have to break off another little teeny piece. There we go. I have a few little scraps over here. Try to cover up that little bit of tinfoil there. There we go. Oops, sorry. Out of frame. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to work on the lines, and then I'll do the white dots on this top of the mushroom. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. You're all awesome. I love you. Each and every one of you are amazing. Okay. Now, I'm trying to think how I'm actually going to make the lines. I wonder if this would work. Nope, I need something thicker. There we go. I know it's not perfect, guys, but I'm doing the best I can to get these lines in here so you guys can see this. It'll come together, I promise you. I think it's pretty cool doing this part. Because the middle is going to be covered, guys, because of that piece that I did on the top. Use a fork to make the lines. I can, but I don't know where my fork, well, there it is. I don't know if it'll do as good, to be honest with you, because they need to be deep lines. Maybe. But they're not deep enough. So I'll have to go back over these in order for it to match. I don't think the fork's very good at this. But it'll work. It's faster using a fork. The middle will be covered up though, guys, from the middle part of it. So I dug it too deep. Okay, now here's this. This is how this goes. Just like that, over the top, guys. That's how it'll look. What do you think? Think it'll pass for a maybe fantasy mushroom? Hey, I walk in the rain. It doesn't look bad. I can't cut any deeper than that. It will go in the 10-4 on the red. Okay, so I'm gonna take this now and put some bacon bond on that. And I'm also going to what? Make the little white dots that have to go all over the red mushroom. How are you doing tonight, Walking the Rain? I'm so glad to see you. It only took me 3 tries to get my live to work tonight. We had sound issues and everything. Don't forget to thumb up the live, everybody. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for everyone being here. I really appreciate it. So awesome. I've got to do this to see. I'll move you guys up so you can see what I'm doing here. I've got to sit this on top of here to kind of see where the center is going to go. Yep. That works. We already got some natural white dots, guys. Look at this. Check it out. Is that cool or what? It picked up the clay off the table. Let me see something. I can't see everything everybody's saying. Can you put some black in the veins? I could, but I want to get the white dots on it first. Yeah, I did. It really is a good idea, lunch. I use that fork for a lot of things. Yeah, we could put some in there. I know what you're saying. But this is a fantasy, but I know it would be more looking like a real mushroom if it had. Actually, it would have gray, not black. With this mushroom, it'd be gray white. We'll have. Okay, so we're getting ready to make little bitty balls, white balls of clay, to go all over the mushroom. And I do mean small, so this is going to be a real pain. It's like a little booger, you know? Okay, we'll put one there. I probably should put some bacon bond on the bottom of these. What do you guys think? Put some bacon bond on them? You guys tell me. Bacon bond or not, or just press down? Because I'm going to use the heat gun on it, and I don't want them to fall off. I'm just doing little balls right now, guys. And I got to take like a 2-minute break because of my shoulders. Sorry. Okay. I would flatten out those little balls of clay. And like you smashed them in between your fingers, tore they flat, and then put them on there. So they need to be really flat. I got you. You're right. They do. And this is too big. I think that's too big. That's okay. It can have some blemishes. Yeah, I noticed. That's okay. I make typos all the time. You mean like that? Like that? I want them to be noticeable though, because it is sort of a fantasy type thing. They're actually supposed to be poking up, but that's okay. This works. This works. I gotta get me some more white clay. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm always up for suggestions, folks. I'm never non-suggestible, even when I wire wrap. But most of that I got pretty down pat, the wire wrapping and the hammering and all that, and even working with an airbrush, believe it or not. I do airbrush work too. So this was just a fun, cool little project that I came up with that I thought would be just something for people to relax and watch. I thought it'd be neat, and it is neat. It really is neat. Sorry about that. Just cutting this up, then I'm going to roll it in my hand, and then I'm going to cut up some more so I can have little teeny pieces, because we got a lot of little white dots that got to go on this. Yeah, they are raised up. They're not completely flat. Sort of like that, right? Yeah, so like that sort of too. That up one, you tell me. I've seen them in documentaries, and that's how I learned that they were poisonous. And seems to be the favorite mushroom of everybody. Plus, I'm going to resin the top of this, guys. So it should look really good. It's a cute little art project. Just the ones that are flat. I don't get it. You don't like them? I don't know. I think they should have more to them than just being flat, but that's me. And because it is a fantasy thing, it's not really reality. So it's no problem to just push them down a little bit. You want them to stand out some. Wait a minute. I don't want that one that big. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take some alcohol and rub these too so I can smooth them out. They'll be smoother when I get done. Yeah, it's everybody's perception, you know, is really what it boils down to. This is the hardest part, putting all these little white spots all over. It is a fantasy, almost a little comical. I mean, if I was doing a reality mushroom, this would not be comical. I would be sitting here doing a whole lot more than this. Because I do know. Whoops, sorry about that. Right, I got you. I don't like that. There we go. I have to be careful the bottom too because I did all those lines. Lots of mushroom thingies here. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Don't forget to come back to my next live because I'll be working on metal. I'll be doing some metal smithing and some jewelry. Sorry, I'm trying not to knock into the camera, guys. Okay. And it is a fungus, guys, so nothing's perfect on a fungus. That's just an artist's perception that did that. I mean, I guess if I was looking at the mushroom, I'd get a better idea, but just trying to do it from my head, and this is supposed to be sort of, I don't know, fantasy, comical. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Trying to keep my hands out of the way, too. So who's up to what crafts in here tonight, or painting or art? And thank you for all the thumbs up. Please remember to thumb up the live. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. More awesome stuff coming because I do jewelry and art, and I paint, and I do airbrushing. This was just a little quirky project I wanted to do for fun. Need to fix a couple of those little dots. They're kind of funky. Trying to straighten that out a little. I don't want to cover all the red up though. That will defeat the purpose. And like I said, it's fungus, so it's not perfect. Okay, and we got the bottom. Yay. And this. And I have to take a break. My back is killing me, guys. I'm sorry. I think we need one or two right there, too. So what does everybody think so far? It's really cute, guys. I hope that you enjoy the fun of it. And that it gives you some kind of creative fun idea you'd like to do. Thank you for all the thumbs up, everybody. You're so awesome for this fairy fantasy mushroom house. Okay, now I'm going to move all this stuff. And Willhat, I am going to put the black in there. I'm going to make it black-gray. But we're not going to do that part tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow night. And then Friday, I'm going to hit into the metal work. I've got a huge table with all my metal tools that I've got to clean off to be able to work it. But I think this looks awesome, guys, underneath. What do you think? That was really a good idea, launch with the fork. It really made it pop. So there you go. Perfect. Now we're just going to put it on here like this. Look, and we're going to screw the top on with the mushroom. There we go. She's not done yet, folks. She's only just begun. Trying to pick this up a little bit around here. Looks like fungus. There's fungus hanging off. These are the windows, and they're kind of cool. I'm going to do something with them, not tonight, but I'm going to put in some alcohol ink and make them look like stained glass. And I think they'll look really good as stained glass. Maybe a blue stained glass. What do you guys think? Because of the blue walls. Thank you so much, Willhat. And I'm going to, tomorrow night, we're going to do the veins that Willhat talked about because it's very true. Mushrooms have like a blackish gray in between the veins, and we're going to do that. We're going to add that to it. So those are the windows. That's the front. Window there. That's the door and everything. And I'm thinking about putting a little hole in the door up here, like a peephole. I sort of made it like a kind of like a barn because they're fairies, all right? So they're picking up scrap stuff, scrap, you know, wood and scrap plants and all that to make it. Thank you so much, Will. You're so awesome. Guys, don't forget to thumb up my live. And if you're not already subscribed, please do. And remember to tap my screen. I didn't know, but it's a new feature now, and you tap the screen for likes. How about that? So tap my screen, please. I really appreciate it. It means so much. I'm taking a little break here because of my back, and I'm going to put some alcohol on top of this to kind of smooth it out. Man, I am so happy that you like it, Wilhat, because it's really hard work. And I think the underneath of that mushroom is really cool too. What do you think? I think it's really cool. It looks great. I mean, the only thing is that I can't really, I might be able to put a piece of clay on this, but I'm kind of afraid if the clay cracks, because you need this so you can open and close the mushroom house. What do you mean that must be a phone thing? Walk in the rain. How are you doing tonight? Are you coming in here to beat me up, or are you coming in here to cheer me on? My friend, I can't even find you in my subscription list, and I know you subscribe because I made you a moderator. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They said tap the screen. If you tap my screen, it gives it thumbs up on the screen. I don't know why they're doing that because it sounds like a ticky ticky tucky tucky thing. So if you have a phone, tap my screen. It actually gives thumbs up to the live. I guess it's sort of like cheering it on. I tried it. It works. Somebody told me about it. I was in Mineral Raccoon's glass thing, and someone said, "Don't forget to tap the screen," and I did, and it's really cool. You see the thumbs up when you do it. So I don't know. I've got a touchscreen computer. I guess I could do it on there too if I wanted. But definitely on a phone. If you're on a phone, tap your screen in my live. I really appreciate it. And we're going to be making, because they went to the sea and stuff, I'm going to be making some small seashells and stuff to go around here and to come down where this rock is, because that's where they'll step out onto this rock. And we're going to put some seashells and a couple of like really whimsical kind of trees I'm going to make out of those sticks I have. It should be really cute. And don't forget to actually thumb up the live, guys. And remember to like and subscribe. There's really more cool stuff coming. Hopefully, I can achieve what I want with this by tomorrow night. That will be session 5. And Walk in the Rain, we had 2 sessions before this live, didn't we, Launch and Will Hat? And the sound wasn't working, and it was dropping and everything, and I had to start over, all over. So I've got to pull those and see which one I can use to add with this one and get rid of the other one. It's crazy. And it's something to do with YouTube because I got it screenshot where they said people sent in complaints for lagging and for buffering and all that and messing up people's lives. So I was thinking, because this is blue, I was thinking maybe I could do some resin on the glass windows and use this. This is stream blue green, and I think it would be really pretty on the glass. What do you guys think? Y'all tell me if you like this color. I've got other colors. I just thought this would match sort of with the house, the Mushroom Fairy house. Okay. I'm just taking a little break because my back is about ready to blow out, guys. I think it looks really cute. I'm trying to get it to bend down more, but I don't want to damage it because we did all those lines underneath it. to make it look so cool. Can everybody see that? Seriously, if you're on a phone and you tap the screen, it actually does thumbs up on the screen. It's really cool. I did it in Mental Raccoons Live, and it works. I guess it just gives the live a little more hype, is what it does. Okay, so the top of this, I want to put some rubbing alcohol up here. I'm going to use that cloth you see or had seen me use right here to put the rubbing alcohol on the top to kind of smooth out everything. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to use some UV resin. Oops, see, it took one of them off, so I got to be careful. We're going to use UV resin on it tomorrow night on the top of this. And we'll kind of wipe that off. That will dry and not show. There we go. It's weird putting alcohol on it, but it works. Kind of smooths everything out. What do you guys think about the idea of using UV resin on the top? Oh, it does? I had that happen too. It paused it on me when I was tapping. It was weird. But I would lay off and then do it again and lay off. But all I care about is you guys put a thumbs up for my live on the top there where you can. And make sure that you subscribe if you're not subscribed. This is just a fun project. So this is part 4. Tomorrow will be part 5, and I'm going to do my best to try to get it really done if possible. There's so much detail still left. Well, don't do it then. If it does that, walk in the rain, don't do it. I mean, I understand. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a long time. Other than I did see you that once, and then I saw you over at Mental Raccoon's comments. And Boss Kitty is up in the back walking across all the things. Here's what I thought, guys. Like this around the top with some red and white. Not a lot. We got to leave some blank spots so people can grab this to turn it if they're using it. Oh my God, 100 degrees. Oh my God, Will Hat. Oh my goodness, that's awful. I know you got your air conditioner on, don't you? It is too hot. You're right. It's way too hot. Walk in the rain. Dangerous. Don't you be going out anywhere, Will Hat. You stay in that AC. And so these are the trees that we're going to make. We're going to put like one in the back and one up here in the front, guys, like that. And I'm going to try to make some leaves and stuff, and I'll make clay bottoms that they can go in so they'll stick in the ground. I mean, they're not going to stand up on this. I can temporarily, well, no, the back one stayed up though. I think it's going to be really cool. Yes, stay in the house, Will Hat. We don't want you having a stroke. We love you too much. And everybody, out of Dip, Walk in the Rain, Launch, Will Hat, everybody who came in, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll show up tomorrow night. We're going to start at 7:30, and we're going to try to get this thing even more done than what it is. I think it's going to be amazing when it's all over with. I love all of you. You're so awesome. keep painting, keep drawing, keep crafting. It's all worth it. You can do it. So I just want to wish everybody a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for being a part of my live with this fairy fae mushroom. We're going to finish hopefully tomorrow night. I said 6 parts. I really don't want 6 parts. But tomorrow night's going to be part 5. All right. Bye, Will Hat. Bye, Walk in the Rain. Bye, Launch. Bye, everybody who's here. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really mean it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, I couldn't do it. You're all amazing. I'll see you tomorrow night to finish up the what? Fairy Fae Mushroom House. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Peace and love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Out of the Pit. Thank you for the compliment. You're amazing too. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30. Everybody come on back. We're going to finish up the Fairy Fae Mushroom House. All right. Good night, everybody. Peace and love.